Hello and welcome to the weekly update. We've got a few exciting things to show you. There goes the dogs. So we can start with our table. So keep an eye on the dogs, stay out of the garden. We've got carrots come up. I planted some more carrots, but because we've got our dodgy holy roof, all the water came down right here and disturbed these ones, but we've got quite a few coming through, so that'll be enough to plant out. The ones already transplanted are doing really well. Everything in paper pots here is doing really good. So these are drumhead cabbage here, sugarloaf, cauliflower quick heart, which is a white cauliflower. So the paper pots have gone really well. Romanesco broccoli. Some of them had a bit of transplant shock. So did these guys, but then they've come good. I just pricked out more straw flower. Then we've got, oh, there we go. Then we've got some more white quick heart. So again, this one had a bit of transplant shock, but it's come good. Purple sprouting broccoli. So that was from these guys. So I still have a ton of those just in case. This is all Romanesco. I was a bit worried about them because they looked like, even this one looks like it might come back. This one looked pretty awful, but they're bouncing back. Oh, and Brussels sprouts. So here, they're Brussels sprouts. So I'm a bit excited about that. All the heat waves seem to be finished. Oh, this is the Venus flytrap. I don't know if they'll survive. One of the apples, Pink Lady apples. Rockery mixture, which actually needs a little water, and shades of blue. We need to transfer them out somewhere. Excuse me. The garlic finally sprouted. Not all of it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had to dig around, and I saw that some were about to sprout, and then I just put the tips above the, like this one's gone moldy. But any that was sprouting, I put the tips above the ground and then they come up a bit better. Looks like these are the only cuttings that have taken, like that one didn't, but I think these have. So yeah, there's a little bit of resistance there, so that's exciting because I want to use that for floral arrangements, so I will get them their own big pots. Got a bit of red pak choy still to plant out, and this is rocket. I only like a little bit of rocket in salads, so I've got to find a spot for them. None of the cabbages came up, so I'll recycle that. These are all pretty much done with. I'm gonna recycle them. We're gonna plant these out, which is green pak choy. And we're going to put our gooseberries somewhere, which is our, Cape gooseberries, little ground cherries. And then, so here, I'm pretty sure, this is from the Shades of White, and I'm pretty sure they are all statice. Well, there's Dave. He's finally learning not to go in the garden. And then we have lavender, don't know, and the alyssum is starting to flower. Then we've got, the marigolds are still going, but we have our first zucchini, which I fertilized this morning. There's a bit of powdery mildew happening, and the dogs snapped the stem, but it's still alive. And we've got some flowers on here, which is our Washington orange. We've got some alyssum flowering, so I'm pretty sure that will be a status. This has been a whole poo and wee area for the cat and the dogs. Our tomatoes are going fine. The dwarf beans are fine, but I planted peas behind them on the trellis and none have come up, so I'm going to have to replant that. And this morning I just planted a paper pot of sprouting broccoli. I'm going to leave this up. This sprouting broccoli is one of the originals. He's actually doing well. There's another one. Another one here and here, but we've lost these two. So when the paper pots get a bit bigger, I'll put them in there. This bed is not doing well at all. It's very, like these are okay, they're straw flower. But this is a cabbage and it's just, maybe it's a bit too wet. They've all gone really light green. So they're doing okay, but a bit not great. These are blue Java bananas. That's the original one over there. That's a Cavendish banana. We've still got all our leeks in here. I have transplanted some out in different areas. But they're all really happy and healthy. This is the red onion. That's all that came up. A grass, I give it a trim every day. And I just put a couple of snapdragons in there this morning and see how that goes. I'm pretty sure this is going to be alyssum. It could be something else. Something has eaten the purple cauliflower, but hopefully it'll bounce back. And our transplanted carrots are doing really well now. Yay! So I'm hoping we'll get big carrots. So I think I ended up with 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yes, 8, 9. There is 9 there. Alyssum starting to flower. This cauliflower's doing fine. I think these are dahlias in the back. These little things. They haven't done a whole lot. Haven't grown a lot. This alyssum is coming back to life. It's about to have purple flowers. And then we'll go check on the other big garden. So I'm just about to plant all this stuff out and then start some more seeds. Hopefully more flowers. These are pom-pom dahlias. Ooh, about to get a flower. Lavender. Our snake beans are getting big, but they haven't started to climb yet. This is what's exciting, is we have a little zinnia. There's heaps of buds on there. And oh, this must be a cosmos. Orange cosmos. It's tiny though. They didn't get very big. These are going to be the crackerjack. Crackerjack marigold. We're getting some not tassels. What's the other thing? Is it? Yes, tassels. Tassels, and then we'll hand pollinate. So we're going to have corn soon. These are the other corn. They're not doing great. This has been overwatered a little bit with the rain and trying to keep the dogs off. Oh, there goes Dave now. There he goes. It's alyssum and straw flower alternating. These are statice and these are kohlrabis. So the white ones are doing really well, these two, but not those ones. And the sweet peas don't look happy at all. I think I might have planted them too early and they didn't like all those heat waves. Same here, this isn't doing great. It's a mini pumpkin, dwarf pumpkin. So I might even pull that out. These are also dwarf pumpkins, which I thought would do better, but we'll just leave them in, see what happens. Oh, and we got another one, zinnia. So I'm going to pick these. Like, these would be okay for the vase because they're not floppy. They've been out for 2 or 3 days. This is, that is cosmos too. They're very tiny. I've got to get these guys starting to go onto the trellis. So I just stuff them in a hole and then they start climbing. That's our Oregon Dwarf Home Save Seeds, the best plants. And then in the front I did alternating snapdragon and red kohlrabi. This is a purple sprouting cauliflower, so they're doing well. Purple sprouting broccoli. I think these are dahlias as well. And these are snapdragons. That looks like, yeah, that's a cosmos too. So here is all straw flower. and our beans are still climbing. They're looking great. And then we've got snapdragons. This is just a bunch of tomatoes that came from a tomato plant, which I'm just saving there in case I want to put some tomatoes around the place. And so I'm just still trellising these purple snow peas. So they're going to start flowering once it gets a bit cold. And they're all my best seeds, so I was really worried about all the heat waves. Latte, get out the garden. Hop out. 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 Out, out, out. And they're learning. Okay. And then in here is the cat wee area, another one. So some stuff has been squashed. Just gotta watch I don't walk my head into spider webs. Dave, come on. Oh, so I got some carrots here that I transplanted. Pak choy. Pink beetroot. Oh, some flowers. Oh, they're aster actually, these ones. And then I've got lettuce, pak choy, and kohlrabi, which are doing really well. This is the freckles lettuce. Look how cute it is. So I put them out as tiny transplants. We've got more carrots. These have gone really red for some reason. Snapdragons, aster at the end. So these are doing really well in here. And then on the outside, the dogs normally don't come along here. I planted a whole heap of peas and beans up here. So these were the yellow snow peas. Yellow potted. Oh, there's lots of ants there. That's a weed. And then this is, I'd say that's straw flower and asters. And then we've got alternating kohlrabis in the red. Then I got a little patch of alyssum. So this was peas, quick feast. None of them came up. Green feast, I mean. This was purple king bean. Nothing's come up. And this was Kentucky Wonder, and only 2 have come up. So I might have to plant some more. So when they come up, I just shove their leaves in there, and that helps them to climb up. And then some more kohlrabi. So, oh, and I put onions here, but they don't look great. And onions here, so they've died back. And we'll see if they come back. Ooh, nearly slipped over. Yeah, so that's the garden. Yes, there's all, oh, that is very squishy mud there. We have overwatered in here a lot because we turn the sprinklers on to get the dogs out of the garden. And then we forget they're on. See, Latte, yeah, Latte's being a good girl. You sit there. Sit there and relax. Alright, oh, and we've still got leftover snapdragons here. We've got to plant them out somewhere. And I put some little extra straw flowers here. That's a purple cauliflower. Alright, we'll see you next week.